reading from the Gospel of John, chapter 2, verses 1 to 12. On the third day, a wedding took place at Cana in Galilee. Jesus' mother was there, and Jesus and his disciples had also been invited to the wedding. When the wine was gone, Jesus' mother said to him, "They have no more wine." "Dear woman, why do you involve me?" Jesus replied. "My time has not yet come." His mother said to the servants, "Do whatever he tells you." Nearby stood 6 stone water jars, the kind used by the Jews for ceremonial washing, each holding from 20 to 30 gallons. Jesus said to the servants, "Fill the jars with water." So they filled them to the brim. Then he told them, "Now draw some out and take it to the master of the banquet." They did so. And the master of the banquet tasted the water that had been turned into wine. He did not realize where it had come from, though the servants who had drawn the water knew. Then he called the bridegroom aside and said, "Everyone brings out the choice wine first, and then the cheaper wine after the guests have had too much wine to drink. But you have saved the best till now." This is the first of his miraculous signs Jesus performed at Cana in Galilee. He thus revealed his glory, and his disciples put their faith in him. After this, he went down to Capernaum with his mother and brothers and his disciples. There they stayed for a few days. The word of the Lord.
So today's passage is the wedding at Cana, and Jesus' mother was invited, and so was Jesus and his family and his disciples as well. It sounded like a large community, joyful event. When they got there, the wine had been finished, so strangely enough, Jesus' mom Mary said to Jesus, "They have no more wine." And Jesus said, "Well, why are you telling me? My time hasn't come." And then she didn't really heed him, and she went and she talked to the servants, and she said, "There's no more wine. Ask Jesus." So Jesus did his first miracle, and that was turning water into wine. The servants filled up 6 stone jugs, huge jugs, with water, and then they became the finest wine, and everyone was surprised that they saved the best wine for the end of the wedding or the middle of the wedding. And I think the main meaning of the passage for me, it's something I had not seen before, but when you start with Jesus, you start with joy and celebration, and you save the best for the last, because Jesus saved the best for the last. So it's a good reminder, starting out on the road to the cross, that it starts with joy, and it starts with community and celebration, and a reminder that the best is yet to come. And we really need to think about that and fix our eyes on what is good and lovely and pure when we're going through struggles, because he's about to embark on walking to the cross in a great amount of hardship and suffering. So during that, what do you do? What do you do in the long suffering and the waiting upon God? How do you maintain patience and trust in the midst of hardship? And in the beginning of this and throughout his ministry, Jesus always heals the sick and points the way to the joy. So without suffering, we wouldn't experience joy as well. So I think that it's good to start out with the wedding feast as the first miracle, and to show Jesus' power is something that brings people together, brings joy, and he saved the best till the last. And that same with the cross. It's dark and it's horrible, but then at the end, just like birth, there's a huge surprise, because Jesus raises again and overcomes death. So where is death's victory and sting? He saved the best for the last, for us too. And you need his presence and his reminders of the joy throughout the struggles.